Hey everybody, and welcome to my video. This is my top 6 conductors. I think about conducting constantly. I've been fascinated with this art form for quite some time. I've seen professionals, I've seen conducting students, I've seen amateurs, I've seen public school teachers, choir directors, band directors. I am obsessed with the craft of conducting. Today, I want to talk about my top 6 conductors. Carlos Kleiber. When studying conducting, Carlos Kleiber appealed to lots of conducting students because he was doing everything that we were told not to do in our studies. He did not conduct in a particular pattern. He used very large, exaggerated gestures. His baton grip was very, very loose in his fingers, but the way the orchestra sounded with him on the podium, his presence, on the limited repertoire that he chose to perform, the way he made those orchestras sound was marvelous. Susanna Melke. Susanna Melke is a Finnish conductor and cellist, and she rose to prominence doing lots of modern works. And as a result, her conducting style is very north-south, very tall. She likes to deliver precision and power to a singular, what we call an ictus. She is extremely vertical in the way she conducts, but she delivers a lot of precision and strength into her style. But she can conduct anything from the modern contemporary pieces that demand absolute precision to the classics that ask for a more broad sense of lyricism and expression. Claudio Abbado. Claudio Abbado was the antithesis to Carrion in that Abbado was more of a benevolent conductor. I think most of the musicians liked him because he was really what I would call an enabler of talent. He allowed the musicians to do what they wanted to do. He wasn't a dictator, he was a listener. You can see in his conducting how flexible and fluid he was. Pablo Yervi. Pablo Yervi comes from a family of conductors, and I recently discovered him through his realizations of Beethoven symphonies. His presence on the podium is actually very flexible, even though when you look at his body only, it's very quiet and straight and erect. But you'll see that starting from his hand and from his wrist, he's actually very flexible. If you look at the way his baton tracks and trails from his hand, you'll see that there's a lot of very minute and detailed description of small musical ideas. Marin Alsop. Marin Alsop is, I would call it a direct descendant of the Bernstein line. She's very powerful, strong, and physical on the podium. She's what I would call a puller. That is, she likes to get down to the ictus and then pulls from the ictus as a string player might draw by starting on a string. The result of this pulling technique that she has is that the music is very explosive, but very resonant. Gustavo Dudamel. Rhythm, and more rhythm. It seems like for Gustavo Dudamel, his first relationship with music has to do with its rhythmic structure and its pulse and its subdivision. Even on music that is inherently lyrical and not necessarily derived from a rhythmic starting point, he tends to conduct these pieces with a lot of rhythm. All right, everyone, that's my top 6 conductors. Everyone's got an opinion about conductors. These are my top 6. If you think I missed some in this listing, comment down below and share your thoughts.